ParkIN Fitness here, ready to teach you guys the information that you've been missing to fully maximize the potential of your rear delts. These little puppies right back here. For those of you that don't know what the delts are, well, they're your shoulders, and the rear parts of them, well, those are your rear delts. What most people do when they're training the rear delts, and I'm going to tell you, I did this for a while as a beginner when I first started training, is I only performed one action of the rear delt. Most people, all they do is perform horizontal abduction, which is to bring the arms away from the body in this fashion. They end up choosing exercises like the rear delt fly machine, or they grab a pair of dumbbells, bend over, and start performing some rear delt flies. As you can see, this is only involving the one action of the rear delt. Choosing only these exercises limits the full potential of your rear delts because there are a few more actions that the rear delts perform. Don't get me wrong, these exercises are great for isolating and targeting the rear delts, but they are still limiting you in what the rear delt fully does. Can any of you guys guess what the other functions of the rear delts are? Well, if you guessed external rotation at the shoulder joint, transverse extension at the shoulder joint, as well as extension at the shoulder joint, then you are correct. Well, I don't expect you to remember all the names of the actions, but I do expect you to remember how to perform the movements. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 great exercises to cover the missing movements that you haven't been doing if all you've been doing is rear delt flies in the gym. And please, if you do like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to leave a comment below. I do appreciate it and it really does help me out a lot. Thank you.
The dual pulley Jairo is a great way to target your rear delts other than doing your standard flies. With this exercise, we will be able to put more force and tension on the rear delts, and you should know that force and tension, if you want to get bigger and stronger, is key components in doing so. This exercise will take the arms through transverse extension, fulfilling one of the actions of the rear delts, which are missing from the rear delt flies. You're going to want to choose a weight that you can handle with control because we want to make sure that we don't get our back involved as much as possible. No matter what, your back is still going to be involved in this exercise, but keeping your arms up high is going to help place the tension and maintain it on the rear delts. Begin by sliding back until your knees are slightly bent. From here, you're going to lean back, push your chest up, and then slowly lean your torso forward, pivoting from your hips only. Lean forward until your torso's at about a 120-degree angle in relation to the ground. We need to create a flat, neutral back. From here, we're going to brace our core and raise our arms up, not so that they're at a 90-degree angle in relation to our torso, but about 20 degrees lower than that. From here, we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades back and down and make sure to maintain them in this position throughout the entire exercise. With your palms facing down and your arms up high, begin pulling on the handles, drawing your arms behind you. Throughout the entire exercise, you need to maintain a braced core and do not let your torso move back and forth as you row. As you extend your arms, think about pulling the handles apart and away from each other as you pull your arms back and behind you. In order to get a full contraction of the rear delts, we need to extend our arms behind us as far as we can. This exercise can be done with a bar, but there is some limitations. If you are a big barreled chested person, then the bar is going to hit your chest before your rear delts can fully contract. Once your rear delts are fully contracted and your arms are fully extended behind you, begin returning the weight to the starting position slowly, eccentrically loading the rear delts as you do so. The face pull is a great exercise to target your rear delts as well as hit your external rotators and the muscles of the mid-back. Your mid-back muscles stabilize your shoulder blades in place while your rear delts and the external rotator cuff muscles pull and perform the movement. Although this exercise involves horizontal abduction, as does the rear delt flies, the external rotation involved in the movement allows the arms to be extended behind the body way further than they would doing a normal rear delt fly. Start by adjusting the cable to about a foot above your head. Next, grab yourself a rope and attach it to the cable. We want to make sure when doing this exercise that we're going to stabilize our torso in an upright position throughout the entire time. I don't want to see you leaning back like you're sled dog racing or being pulled forward. In order for you to be able to contract your muscles maximally, as well as take them throughout the entire range of motion, you must always have your chest up and your back flat in a neutral alignment. Make sure to take enough steps back so that when your arms are fully extended in front of you, the weight stack isn't slamming together. Begin by retracting, squeezing your shoulder blades as hard as you can. From here, I want you to begin pulling the rope towards you, keeping your elbows high and just below shoulder height. While you're pulling the rope towards you, I want you to think about externally rotating at your shoulders, pulling the rope apart and behind you, while the center of the rope should be pulled towards your face. As you pull, make sure to finish with your hands further back behind you than your elbows. This is going to accomplish full external rotation at the shoulder joint for this exercise, which is going to activate the rear delt maximally. Once you've fully pulled the rope as far back as you can, pause for a second to feel the muscles and make sure you're feeling exactly the muscles you want to contract. From here, control the weight to the starting position by eccentrically loading the rear delts. The chest-supported straight arm kickback is a great way to target the action of shoulder extension performed by the rear delts. Like I mentioned in the previous two exercises in this video, that rear delt flies can only go through horizontal abduction. They're missing 3 other movements that the rear delts perform. Get yourself set up on an incline bench set to about 30 degrees. Squeeze your shoulder blades back and down to stabilize your shoulder blades in place. As with most exercises, as much as we try to isolate a muscle group, there's still going to be some help from other muscles that are attached around the same joint. This being said, the long head of the triceps does cross the shoulder joint, so it will assist in the movement. But concentrating and focusing your tension on the rear delt will help place the tension where it needs to be. With your arms in front of you, I want you to slightly bend your elbows and lock them in this position the whole time. The slight bend in the elbows will allow you to get a bit more shoulder extension from this exercise. Keeping your arms tight to your sides, but not so much that your lats prevent the movement, I want you to extend your arms as far back as you can. Once they are fully extended, begin controlling the dumbbells with the rear delts, focusing on the tension and only going so far so that you feel the tension still on the rear delts. If you let your arms go too far, you won't feel any more tension.
Well, I hope this video gave you guys the information that you've been missing and that you deserve. Hopefully now your rear delts won't be so small. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you didn't, please tell me why. Leave a comment below. And don't forget to like and share ParkIN Fitness on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Wait, don't go yet. I almost forgot. I want you to go to parkinfitness.ca. You're going to fill out your name, your email, and phone number. I'm going to give you a call. You're going to get a free session and water bottle, and I hope to see you soon.